Hi guys! As of the filming of this video, I finished my novel earlier this afternoon, and it took a lot longer than it could have. There are a variety of reasons for that, but one of them is how I did and did not plot it. So this video is plotting regrets. Let me preface this by saying the reason I didn't plot it super thoroughly was because I gave myself all of April to plot, and then I wanted to start with the 50K in May challenge on May 1st. So the reason I actually started on May 1st, even though I knew I hadn't plotted as much as I could have, was because I knew that at some point preparation becomes procrastination, and there was plenty of time in April that I didn't take advantage of, and I had no reason to believe that I would take advantage of time in May or going forward, or that I would even write the book if I didn't start. Then. So, with that out of the way, I am definitely a plotter. Plotting, pantsing, it reflects upon your personality, because I don't think people think about that too much, because often people are like, so how about you try both and then see what you like better, which totally great. Maybe not try both for a novel. Look at your lifestyle. Do you enjoy scheduling? Do you enjoy knowing what's ahead, or do you like to more just let everything happen and see how it goes? Because I'm sure you can apply what you see when you look at your life to your writing. I enjoy scheduling, which is one of the things personality wise that really can mark you as a plotter or not. I really enjoy planning my day. I like to know what's going forward. And I also know that having a plan and an understanding of what my book or my short story is going to hold moving forward gives me motivation, whereas for pantser people, it's not so motivating. It can actually be demotivating because they're like, well, I already wrote the book. But that's not me. It's some people, not me. I can get frustrated if I don't have an understanding of what's coming forward, because I can just feel lost, and I can be like, I give up, this is too confusing, so I need a plan. That out of the way, what did I do wrong that I would have done differently? I didn't have a detailed enough plan. I probably should have had a sentence about every scene. Yes, that's crazy. 'Cause I was scene carding along the way. Lisa Cron's scene card. There's a video by Abby Emmons, and there's another one of scene carding that I do. I was scene carding along the way, which I think was actually pretty good, because I was able to take from what I had learned from the scene before about my story and put it into the next scene, and it was kind of freeing, I guess. A lot more of my writing time was spent doing that, so it definitely did slow me down a little bit. Now, the biggest problem was that I had no clue what the last 15-20 scenes were going to be. I had not obeyed my outline because it wasn't detailed enough for me to need to look back to it, so I had just kept the general idea in my head, and I hadn't actually obeyed my outline. So here's where the trouble comes. Because I didn't obey my outline, I had no clue what point of the story I was. I thought I was in midpoint, but actually I was 2/3, 3/4 of the way through. So I was like, I need to figure out what's going on. So after I hit the 50K, May 29th, I stopped. And it took until June 5th or 6th for me to actually get back to the outlining. Because I don't know, maybe I had been overwhelmed by the 50K. I'm really not sure. But that's how long it took. And then it took me another long time to get to actually writing the book again. I think this full stop to outline was my problem, and if I could do something differently, I would totally start in May, but I would have actually done my homework in April and done a scene-by-scene outline, and it would have saved so much time, and maybe my story would even need less editing. Although, to be honest, at this point, I have no clue how much editing my story needs. All I know is I love the last 15 sentences and quite a few other bits too. I'm also curious to see how much I grew as a writer and how much a better writer I became from the beginning to the end. It was over like 2 months, but I started my book 1 year after I started writing, or like 10 months. So I had quite a bit of space from like beginner. I was, that was a sixth of my writing life, was writing this novel. So those are my plotting regrets and my future plotting hopes, kind of all jumbled into one. I'm going to start outlining my next book as soon as Elisa Crown's Story Genius comes here from the library, and I'm going to use that and I'm going to apply what I learned to outline this next book. And I think that's going to really increase the quality of each book, because I have no clue how much I'll learn book after book, but I'm sure it's going to be a ton. I am psyched for this next book and the different journey it will be having these things in mind, and probably I'm going to try harder to actually write and work on my book every day. That's it from me. Let me know what you think about plotting, pantsing, and how it reflects upon your personality. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in 2 weeks for a non-writing related video this time. And then I'll have another writing related video. Okay, anyways, bye!